What's up, people? Boys, today I'm gonna talk about how much ABC point you can gain every day in Aion 2, and I'm not gonna count the killing the mobs in Abyss, and I'm not gonna count the PvP in Abyss or PvP on the rifting. No, I'm gonna talk about the pure gameplay, such as do some kind of the activities in a game based on the events and all kind of the content which gives you ABC point and lets you to do it daily, so it's get reset on the next day and you can repeat. Also, I'm gonna record a special video for the weekly one, since there is extra content which resets only for the weekly. That will be for another video. And in general, guys, I'm dropping a lot of guides. Yesterday I published a Kina guide, the similar Kina guide, and you can check it on my channel. And overall, you can find a lot of important guides and informations there, so hit the subscribe button for don't miss upcoming guides across the Aion 2. As you see, I already have the full ABC accessories like rings, necklace and earrings. I have the 60,000 ABs, and I'm gonna buy the weapon. I'm gonna buy this guardian or whatever it is. I'm just going to the full offensive mode, and then I'm gonna buy these armors. And yeah, I'm taking the time, boys, for the progression, because on the Asian release I want to record each my progression step for you, for help you and help the global players for upcoming global release for Aion 2. So my progression is based on my videos, and once I will record the weekly guide, the ABC points 1 week guide, yeah, at the end of the video you can see me with the fully geared, like with the fully weapon finished and fully armor finished. Yes, this game gives you that opportunity to done such kind of the things, and yeah, once you will watch that video you will realize that this is not the hard part for this game. If you're planning to play Aion 2, you're gonna need something to fix your ping. And right now, the GearUp is the best option on the market. This is a Singaporean company and have one of the best connection to Asian servers. Here is the short results based from popular locations to Aion's Korean and Taiwanese servers. GearUp is not a VPN, it's the ping reducer that finds the fastest routes from your PC to the game server, so your connection stays stable and smooth while you're playing. This program is so simple and so soft to use. Also, it takes the lowest amount of the RAM space what I have seen in the ping reducer programs. And here is the cool part. You can actually go to the GearUp webpage and check the ping for Aion 2 from your location. Also, my viewers have the special offer to test the program for free. Just find the GearUp link in any of my videos, or you can find them on the pinned comment. Download the program, activate my code aluckyro and get extra free testing time. Then you can download the Aion Classic from Taiwanese Purple and check ping there. Since Aion 2 will have exact same location in the Taiwan where Aion Classic is, so with this movement you can measure your ping in Aion 2. And if you like it, and trust me, you will love it, use my promo code aluckyro1 and get 20% discount for every monthly plan. And boys, if you're like me and can't wait to test the game on its first launch on Asian region, GearUp is the best option for the smooth gameplay. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Alright boys, let's start with the supplement registration. This is so important part for this game. I love this content, and this is the massive amount of the AP source gain for the daily and for weekly and even for the seasonally. But today let's talk about the daily gain. If you're a crafter, if you would like to gather some materials, and then you can register it, because all of these daily things are easily craftable and they are easily to gatherable. There is nothing something crazy and something special, and if you have time and if you have motivation, if you have power to do it by yourself, you can do it and save a lot of amount of the Kina. For me especially, sometimes I'm just lazy to do some kind of the stuffs, and if I have Kina, I'm just buying them. But you don't have to miss it. You always have to finish the rational way the daily supply registration, since you are gaining massive amount of the ABC point around your day. Again guys, you can purchase this everything, or you can craft by yourself or gather by yourself, but at the end of the day you have to finish this content, since this is so profitable and so important. Also, I love this game because of this mechanic, since the crafting system is so active, it's so alive, and it's so rewarding, you know. This is amazing amazing. It's rewarding for the kingdom wide, since if you're just a crafter and gatherer, you can sell it, and there is a daily request from other players like me, the lazy players, because of this up a daily registration, and that makes market so alive. So yeah boys, this mechanic for this crafting mechanic in Aion 2 is super S tier. Okay, now let's go to the artifact system and let me explain how the artifact system works, okay? So, it's not a daily, but it can be daily for you. It's depends when you will enter in the game, alright? So, the artifact entry is based on the capture to capture. And this capturing of the artifact happening every 48 hours, every 2 days. So, once your faction will capture the artifact, you have time, like 5 minutes for each artifact to enter and farm as much as you can, and you will gain this everything for free. There is a timer when the artifacts will be closed and they will be available to capture again. So boys, this is the massive amount of the source for the ABZ point, and always try to participate and help your faction to get these artifacts, since now as an Asmodeans we have 2 artifacts, and totally I'm a chanter, not the high DPS class and a good farmer class, and I'm from both artifacts I'm gaining like an 15,000 ABZ point, which is totally free. And imagine if we would have the 3 artifacts, I would get like an 20,000. And if you're sorcerer or high farming class, my friend on the sorcerer, she's gaining from 2 artifacts, she's gaining like 25,000 ABZ point for free. So guys, this is high profitable event, and I just want you to all integrate in this. And when you see the timer goes down and it's time for starts the siege, try to help your faction to capture as much artifacts as possible. Now it's time for the daily quests. This is also important part for your daily gameplay. You have to take the daily quest and you have to done this. This is like a 10-minute thing, and you are gaining free amount of the ABZ point, like 2,500 ABZ point for nothing. And you also getting a lot of good resources such as Odela energy, which helps you so good to get more entries in the dungeon. So boys, all the time try to find the Odela energy quest and done that quest. Guys, there is the different quest, the scroll quest for the weekly, and wait for that content in the next video about how much ABZ point you can gain around the week, and I will implement such kind of the details there. Let's go for my favorite and most funny part in this game is an event. Guys, I love the Aion 2 event, and let me explain you why. I've played a lot of MMORPGs. I've played the Lineage, I've played the Aion 1, I've played an Arcade, I've played an Throne and Liberty, and these events are most funny part than they had. And why, you have a question? Because this is so high RNG event. You need to fight for your position, then you need to bet on your cards, and you don't know what's coming out. There can be so high boom if you get the highest card with the 400 plus 260 ABZ points inside and other items, and you made the full bet on that card, for example like the 4-card bet, it means that the loot inside the card gets multiplied by the 4, and if you get to the number 1 position and you bet the 7 on that same card, you get like an 4k ABZ point from nothing, and everything what will be inside with the including the gold items like a weapon or the armor will multiply at the 7. This is so high gambling, so high energy event, and I'm getting a lot of pleasure to play this one. As much gambling the game content is, more dopamine you're getting and more satisfaction it gives you. I'm just collecting the keys, guys, to make the weekly content, and I'm gonna show you in the weekly perspective how profitable can this RNG be if you're lucky. For daily, you are gaining the 4 keys, and there is also, if you have the subscription for the battle pass, you can get more keys from that battle pass, and they will implement that and again, and sometimes you are getting the profit from the keys from the achievement. So yeah, this is so funny content. The second part for this event is the boss content, which is not that much funny for me since I'm not a DPS class, and these boss events, if I understand, it pops up every 2 hours and you have to register it. So you need to do the DPS on the mobs, DPS on the boss, and you are gaining the position, and the rewarding system is exactly the same. The cards are coming to you, and based on your position you have the number of the cards which you can bet for each loot, and you are getting the same, exactly the same loot. All these events like a normal Shugo events and the both events have the similar drop and similar system, just the style is the difference and inside the event content is the difference. And now let's go to the arenas. And boys, I'm not gonna play arena until I don't finish my gear. I don't gonna play arena because I don't want someone to capture it, and I'm gonna push arena so hard. And I know I have a lot of enemies from Aion 1, a lot of enemies I have from Aion 1, and they're on this server, they are on the enemy faction, they are on my faction, and I'm not gonna play arenas. I'm not gonna give anyone's content, and it's not even mandatory since it just gives you 100 ABZ point if you will win. You can stand there full day, get fun, and get some amount of the ABZ point, but this is not a high income event, so I'm not responsible daily to spend my days there. Like if it would be like 1000 ABZ point for 10 win, and it will be limited and restricted by the daily, I would be forced to do it. But since it's just 100 and it's unlimited, I'm not forced, so I'm not doing it. Also, there is the battlegrounds, which is the weekly content, since there is the limit for the weekly entry, and I'm gonna do this for the weekly video. And again, boys, there is a lot of part for this game, which is the weekly. I did not include in this video because this is especially the daily one. And if you want to see the weekly perspective, like a weekly rewards, like a weekly quest, weekly entries, and such kind of the content, just wait for the second video and I will explain this everything so good. I had a lot of requests from the players to make the daily one, especially the daily one, because people don't want to miss some content while they are playing the daily for the game. And here is the video, and wait for that video. I'm gonna publish the weekly ABZ gain and weekly Kina gain videos and more videos for the future across the Aion 2's guidelines. And if you don't want to miss any of that, hit the subscribe button for my channel. And if this video was helpful for you and if you like the video, don't forget to hit the like button. That's it, boys, for today, and as always, see you in the next video.